Good morning students, I am Pratiksha Kuikar and today I am going to explain the topic RS flip-flop using NAND gate. For using NAND gate, here we used the two cross-coupled NAND gate where the input of first NAND gate connected to the output of second NAND gate and the output of second NAND gate is connected to the input of first NAND gate. Okay, now we will see the truth table of RS flip-flop using NAND gate. As it has the two inputs, that means it has the four combination, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. Now we set the flip-flop using as the 0 and 1, that is the initial condition. For set and reset the flip-flop we use the preset and clear input. Now preset and clear input it is used to set or reset the flip-flop. Now we will see the working of this RS flip-flop. Okay. Now we will check the first condition where S equals to 0, R equals to 0 and initial condition Q equals to 0 and Q bar equals to 1. S equals to 0, R equals to 0, Q equals to 0 and Q bar equals to 1. As it is a NAND gate, you know the truth table of NAND gate where 0.0 equals to 1, 1.0 equals to 1, 0.1 equals to 1 and 1.1 equals to 0. Okay. Now in first NAND gate R equals to 0, so one of the input is 0, so you will get the in output 1. And here also the when S equals to, so one of the input is 0, so you will get the output is 1. That means when R equals to 0 and S equals to 0, you will get both the inputs are 1. If both the inputs are 1, it is not possible because the output are the complemented output. So that's why we called it as the not allowed condition. So when S equals to 0 and R equals to 0, you will get the not allowed condition. Why it is not allowed condition? Because they are the complemented output. Okay. So when R equals to 0 and S equals to 0, you will get both the inputs are 1. So it is not possible. So we called it as not allowed condition or indeterminate state. Now we will check the second condition. Now in second condition, when S equals to 1 and R equals to 0, Q remaining in the same state, Q equals to 0 and Q bar equals to 1. So S equals to 1, R equals to 0, Q equals to 0 and Q bar equals to 1. Now here we start from the first NAND gate. Here one of the input is 0, so we will get in output 1. So second NAND gate, when S equals to 1 and Q is also the 1, so you know that 1.1 equals to, we will get the 0. That means when S equals to 1 and R equals to 0, your output set to 1. And its complemented reset to 0. Okay, so when S equals to 1 and R equals to 1, it is the set condition of your flip-flop. So when R equals to 0 and S equals to 1, your output set to 1 and its complemented 0. So it is a set condition of the flip-flop. Okay. Now we will check the third condition when S equals to 0 and R equals to 1, Q bar equals to 0 and Q equals to 1. So S equals to 0, R equals to 1, Q equals to 1 and Q bar equals to 0. Okay. Now here that one of the input is 0, so we will start from the second NAND gate. Here one of the input is 0, so here S equals to 0 and Q equals to 1. So here one of the input is 0. So your output of second NAND gate is 1. Okay. Now this is the input of first NAND gate. So this is 1 and R is also 1. So 1.1 we will get the 0. That means when S equals to 0 and R equals to 1, your flip-flop reset to 0. Your flip-flop reset to 0. Q पहले 1 था तो अभी क्या हो गया 0 हो गया. So it is called a reset condition of flip-flop. So when R equals to 1 and S equals to 0, your flip-flop reset to 0 and Q bar is the 1. So we called it as the reset condition of flip-flop. Now we'll check the third condition, fourth condition of flip-flop when S equals to 1 and R equals to 1, where Q bar equals to here 1 and Q equals to 0. So when S equals to 1 and R equals to 1, when both S equals to 1 and R equals to 1, so here 1 dot 1. So 1 dot 1. In second and in first NAND gate 1 dot 1. So 1 dot 1 we will get the here 0. And here in second NAND gate here 0 dot 1 we will get the 1. That means when S equals to 1 and R equals to 1, you get the same condition, that is the Q bar equals to 1 and Q equals to 0. That means when S equals to 1 and R equals to 1, your flip-flop remain in the same state, that is it is in, so this condition is called as the no change condition of the flip-flop. So when R equals to 1 and S equals to 1, you will get the no change. So we called it as the no change condition of flip-flop. So this state of flip-flop is used as the memory element, because in that case whenever your input is changes but your output is not changed, so it is used as a memory element. As we comparing the RS flip-flop using NOR gate and NAND gate, so here using RS flip-flop using NOR gate, we will see that when R and S inputs are 0 0, then you will get the no change condition, whereas in the NAND gate when R and S input is 1 1, then you will get the no change condition. That means that the RS flip-flop using NOR gate and using NAND gate having the opposites reply. So whenever we construct the RS flip-flop using NAND gate, we need the extra NAND gate. So we here use the NAND gate as a NOT gate. And here but in second condition and third condition, that is set and reset, so here the same. So we inverse that, where here we write here S and here R, and then we will get the same condition. Okay. Now we will see the clock RS flip-flop using NAND gate. So first of all, what is the clock? Clock is a periodic waveform that can be used as a synchronized circuit. That is, it is used to trigger the circuit. That's why we use the clock. The clock is a square wave. The square wave may be asymmetrical or symmetrical. Asymmetrical means their on-off time of square wave is the same, and unsymmetrical means on-off time are the different. Okay, so clock signal, here is the RS flip-flop using NAND gate. So here this clock terminal are used attached to the second input of the NAND gates. Okay. Now here we see the S, and we will check the condition where clock equals to 0. When clock equals to 0, so one of the input is the 0, so you will get here 1 1, and you know that when NAND gates inputs are only 1 1, so you will 1 1, you will get the no change condition. Okay, so clock equals to 0 irrespective of R and S, it is in the don't care condition, and Q and Q bar is as the no change condition. Okay, so when clock equals to 0 irrespective of R and S, you will get the no change condition. Now we will start from the clock. When clock equals to 1, then we will check R and S. Okay, so S equals to 0, R equals to 0, and S equals to 0. When clock equals to 1, S equals to 0 and R equals to 0. So here when both inputs are 0, so 0 0.1 or 1.0, you will get the 1 here. Okay, now you will get the 1 here. So we will get the in one of the input is 1, and you know that when input of S and when R and S equals to both are the in 1 1, that means we will get the no change condition. In this way we remaining condition where r equals to 0 and s equals to 1, r equals to 1 and s equals to 0, r equals to 1 and s equals to 1. So now we'll start the r equals to s equals to 0 and r equals to 1. S equals to 0 and r equals to 1. Here one of the input is 0, so your output is here 1, and here both are 1, so your output is here 0. Okay, so when s equals to 1 and r equals to 0, so you will get here the set condition. Okay, in this way this flip-flop is used. Get the not allowed condition. So this is the clock RS flip-flop using NAND gate. And so this was the explanation of about RS flip-flop using NAND gate. Students, अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगता है तो इसको लाइक या सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलिए. Thank you for watching.